It is, do you know what? I'm just going to show you. I'm going to just show you. So, this gives you a wee glimpse. Hi dolls, thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all well. Welcome back to another video. So this is going to be, do you know, I feel like it's going to be quite a relaxed video. It's going to be quite straightforward. It is basically an unboxing, try-on discussion of what I purchased when I was in London in Harrods. So here's the bag here, and you can see it's actually still sealed from the day that I purchased it. So just to give a little bit of context before we go straight into it, if you're new to my channel, hi, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Lesley. If you've watched my videos before, thank you so much. Welcome back. Today is basically, as I said, a discussion, try on, unboxing of what's in here, which is the purchase that I made in London a few weeks ago. I did do a vlog of that trip. I'll try and insert it up here. I'm not very good at doing that, but I will try if you fancied watching it. So I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I do this thing when I make a purchase that I am so like obsessed and in love with that I actually like keep it in the bag or keep it in the box for as long as possible so that it keeps its newness, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but yeah, this is also why I thought, do you know what, I'm not bothered about opening it straight away as soon as I get home, and I thought I'll film an unboxing because it means it literally is, as I said, it's completely sealed, ready to, yeah, be like fully part of this video. But I am actually quite happy that I haven't opened it, just because I guess it's the same mentality of keeping the tags on things until you've actually worn them out the house. I really like to keep their newness. So that was also just a quick explanation as to why I've not opened the bag yet. But anyway, so if you do follow me on Instagram, you'll probably know what is in here. Obviously the title's giving it away again, but basically it is, do you know what? I'm just going to show you. I'm going to just show you. So I might actually need to grab some scissors. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out it like this. So there's a little bit of card at the bottom. So this gives you a wee glimpse. And then I'm just going to undo this tape here. Probably just going to have to tear the tissue, I think. In fact, I'll maybe just slide it out like this. Okay, so here we are. So this is my first ever purchase from Self-Portrait. It is a little two-piece suit cord kind of outfit. So I'm going to just remove the tissue. Sorry, there's a bit of noise. Okay, so this is the jacket part here. And you obviously have the matching skirt. So I will try and go through all the detailing that we have on it. So if we go back to the jacket. So first of all, I will say, if you're thinking that the black is a little bit too much, this is detachable, so you can just remove that if you wish. So if we just have a wee look, what have we got going on here? So we obviously have the wee black tie that's around the neck. I'm just going to tuck it in there for a second to show you the buttons. They are incredible. So you have these jeweled buttons going down. The whole jacket itself is, now I don't know if there's a name for that. Is it broderie or it's kind of lace? But then inside, this is quite unusual. There's this sort of, I guess it's like a netting or a mesh. So it's actually giving you a little bit of a layer. It's not completely like airy, if that makes sense. You've also got these wee detailings on each cuff. You've got the white trim that goes round the full jacket. I don't know if this, is it an actual pocket? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's just, oh no, I think it's just a pretend pocket. It's not actually a pocket, but you've got, again, these jewels going across here. It is just so unique, isn't it? I think that is why I just absolutely fell in love with it. So I'm going to show you the skirt as well. So again, we've got the exact same detailing, this sort of broderie lace all over it. That is basically the skirt itself. And the skirt doesn't have the same, it's slightly different in terms of it doesn't have that netting mesh. It's more of a kind of, I guess, cotton that's underneath. So the skirt has, again, the wee jewels going across these pockets. Again, I'm not sure if these, I don't think they are, yeah. So they're just kind of like a false pocket. And it's got the white trim up the top, a wee zip at the back, and that is the look. So what I'm going to do to continue the discussion is put it on and then I want to talk through what happened the day I bought it. I'll talk a little bit about the sizing, and yeah, we can just take it from there. Oh my goodness. Like, this is obviously the first time that I've had it on since I was in Harrods. I feel a wee bit emotional. I absolutely love this. There's just no words. I'm on it. I feel like I'm speechless. Do you know when you find a piece that is just so unique and just, I honestly just love it. What I will quickly say, so I've got the black tie around the back, but I thought I would start off without it, just in case, you know, that was something you'd prefer to see it without the black. I actually really like it with the black, but I've left it as it is because, to be honest, when I was in the shop, I never tried it on without it. So it's actually interesting for me to see what it's like without the black. I think it definitely lifts it to be more of a summery piece, whereas I do think with the black you could possibly transfer into like the early stages of winter, maybe like autumn winter. So this part of the video is kind of just going to be a general discussion. Sorry if there's, I don't know if you can hear that noise outside. I'll just wait till it goes. Excuse me, I'm filming. Okay, so I want to just talk through what happened on the day that I purchased it and kind of what led me down the road, you know, to the checkout point. So I just want to say I did not go into Harrods to shop really at all. I just always like to go to Harrods. I normally go in and buy some chocolates and that is literally it. But my sister and I were trying to find the bar. We were kind of like wandering around on, now I think it was the 3rd or the 4th floor. And I think we just literally like came off the escalator and we're walking through all the different concessions, and I think we both just glanced and we saw the self-portrait area. And I want to be honest and say self-portrait is not a brand that I've really looked at much before. I don't think we have any stockists up here in Scotland, so it's not one that I've ever seen in person. I feel like I have seen some of their bits and bobs on Instagram, but it's honestly not a brand that I'd focused much on before. But we were like walking past and both of us were just like, oh my goodness, like everything they had put out was just unbelievable. Between, you know, obviously this suit, then they had these like lemon dresses. They had another dress that was, I'll see if I can insert a picture here. It was so Blair Waldorf. I loved it as well, but I kind of knew, I was like, oh my God, we're in Harrods, like what prices are we talking? And I think this was also another factor, because sometimes when you look in Harrods, you like pick something up and it's like £3,000. So I was like, what prices are we talking here? So I feel like I was pleasantly surprised. Although I don't really want to go too much into the actual pricing here today. I will put the links to the suit if I can find it. But basically, of course, Harrods were running this promotion. There was a % off if you bought either Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This was the Friday. So there was a lot of factors at play, but I was already thinking, oh my goodness, this is very tempting. So it was at that point I put a wee story up on my Instagram. And I think I like just took a wee video and said like, should I try this on, and put a poll. And I think, yeah, I did try it on at that point. So I didn't even wait for the results. I then tried it on. At that point I was like, this is just stunning, but it was a bit of an impulsive move to just actually buy it at that moment. So I actually did leave the concession at that point. I, you know, said thank you so much to the girl. She was like, the promotion does run until Sunday. We've got plenty of sizes. So she was really kind about the whole thing, wasn't pressurizing me saying, you know, we've only got one size left. You know, she was actually very fair about the whole thing. We left, and at that point I was like, I really don't know what I'm doing. But I want to go back to my Instagram, because at that point, my phone, like honestly, and I'm not just saying this to sound, you know, like, oh, look at me, but that story like blew up. I had so many messages, like girls being like, where is that? Like, what brand is that? Because I don't even think I like tagged self-portrait. I just literally took a wee video of it. I had some people saying like, oh my God, please buy that, or that is perfection. And there's a couple of you that honestly were like, I'm on their website right now. And I think a couple of people actually went and bought it. So it was at that point I was like, well, if they're buying it, I feel like I have to. But I did leave Harrods that day. I did not make the purchase. I really like to think about these things. I always like to give it a day at least. If you're somewhere where I knew, realistically, I'm not going to get this in Glasgow, however, I probably could order it online, but then I wouldn't have got the promotion of it. So it was one of those moments where I knew I had a little bit of a time scale to make the decision, but I didn't want to make a completely rash and impulsive purchase. But I'm going to just cut off the story part here for a wee second because I want to just talk a little bit more about the actual suit, and then I will finish up the story. I'm just aware I'm like talking too much. So here is it on, and I will just talk a wee bit about the sizing. So the jacket is the size 8, and I would say this is the fit that it kind of is. Like, it's not super fitted, it's slightly boxy, I would say, but I think this is just the general style of it, and yeah, I feel like this is the right size for me. So you can kind of just see how it fits, and what I will do now is I'll pop away and just fix the tie around so we can see as well. I'm not sure if I've done it kind of perfectly, but this gives you a wee idea of what it looks like with the bow. So I do feel like you can kind of see that actually really does change the vibe already. So this makes me feel like it can be quite versatile, and that's something that I'm probably going to discuss maybe in a future video, or I might do like a reel, or like various ways of styling it, because I do feel like the skirt you could definitely pair with different things, and just I think you could get away with it moving into like September, October, and then I'm not sure about in the winter whether you could do something like with the skirt. Certainly I feel like you could go like the icy route, you know, like white, like oh, maybe a white polo neck or white boots. Like I definitely feel like there's versatility here. But what I'm going to do is just tip the camera slightly because I want to discuss a wee bit about the skirt itself. So this is the skirt here, and this is the size 8 that I'm wearing, and I did have quite a sort of, I guess, debate what size to go for, because I actually tried on the size 10, and I would say it was just a different fit. So it did still fit, and had they not had the 8 I probably would have taken the 10. It was just, it sat lower because it was obviously slightly wider, so it sat lower, but it gave me a little bit more length. This is my one thing, would say I would have probably liked a tiny bit more length, just because I get really self-conscious, particularly at the back. However, in the end I did settle for the 8 because I feel like the fit was right. It's sitting like exactly on my waist there. It's just, it was just the length that I was a tiny bit worried about, but overall I don't think it's anything that, it's not too short. But so that is kind of me discuss the sizing of it. I don't know if there's anything else I want to say about the look in general. I think for me, I was just utterly obsessed with the level of detailing. So it's everything. It's this wee tie, it's the buttons, it's the cuffs here, it's the overall look of it. This is something that I think, do you know, I just want to go somewhere utterly fabulous and wear this. I think like the Ritz, like for afternoon tea, or going to, I think if it wasn't too warm, I would absolutely love to wear this in like Monaco, or like the south of France, or even Venice, or I'm trying to think, like Paris for sure. You know, I just feel like Glasgow, people maybe not get this look because it's quite out there, and it's just, it is very fancy, isn't it? So I just feel like I have to be going somewhere, I don't know, like incredible and wear this. I just honestly, I'm speechless. I don't think I've ever owned something as beautiful as this. I mean, that's probably not fair to some of my other items, but I just mean it's the full package. So I feel like I'm going to kind of round up this video now by saying a little bit about what happened and what made me go back into store. So I mentioned I had a lot of messages on Instagram, and I had a lot of people following up saying, did you go back? Are you going back? Like, what have you decided to do? So I went back on the Sunday, and that was when I had the big debate about the size 8 or the size 10, and I feel like by that point I knew I was buying it. It was more the sizing. But I think overall that what swayed me was definitely the promotion that was on in Harrods. You know, getting a discount off it was a huge bonus for me. I think the fact knowing I wouldn't get that price again, and I wouldn't even be able to see it in person again because I'd have to have ordered it online. I think honestly the reaction that I had from the story pushed me to get it. And I just think, you know, I absolutely love going on a trip and coming back with a purchase. So I haven't actually bought anything like this in a while, and I hope you don't think I'm being dramatic by making a full video just about it, but for me this is like, it's another level. So that's kind of why I wanted to like solely focus on it for this video and dedicate this week's video to it. So I'm not sure if there's anything I'd specifically add about it. I honestly can't wait to wear it. I feel like Blair, my idol, would wear this. I feel like it's a nod to both Blair, but also a little bit Elwood's, because it's got the pastel colours. It's so unique and I just love it. Yeah, I hope you don't think I'm weird for filming a video like this, but I am just in love. So I guess I'm just going to wrap up this video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are. Like I said, I think it is just stunning. I absolutely love every detail of it. But that is really it for today. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Remember, you can always subscribe if you liked the video. I've got a few more ideas coming soon. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you all next Thursday at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!